y'all, and welcome back to the channel. All right, it is cold today. That's why I'm in the shop. I got the F-150 in the shop. I'm getting ready to do something to this F-150, and this is the third time that I'm doing this thing, okay? I'm changing out the tail lights, and I'm going to show you the reason why I'm changing out the tail. Like I said, this is my third time. I had the original ones, the OEM ones, and then I bought some aftermarket ones that started leaking and getting water into it all over the place, and got them off of there. And then I bought these afterwards, and I'm gonna show you the reason why I have to change these up. Now, at first glance, this is the one on the driver's side, the rear driver's side, and everything looks fine with this light, doesn't it? It looks fine with it. Now, this one I got no problem with. But if we slowly move our way over to the other side, which is over here. Okay, I'm sorry, I got to get around some stuff here. Let me show you what some anus muscle did. You see all that? Somebody hit the back of this, and I don't think a rock hit it. How could a rock hit it and come this way, even if a car was behind me? Okay, now if it was on the front light, I would say, yeah, maybe a rock could have hit it from a car that's in front of me that threw the rock. But a rock can't come unless I was driving backwards down the highway, and I don't think I was driving backwards. But if you look down here, I want you to look right down here. Look how all that's molded out and cracked up because water and everything got down back there. And this lower part of the reflector light back here is not even working. The lower part of the reverse light back here is not even working. As you can see, all that's cracked up. It's all, just, it's a mess. Now, look at this one and take a look at the one on the driver's side. See that? That one's fine. This one, all messed up. So, there it is right there. And it's all cracked. It's cracked up and everything, so water's getting through it. So I'm going to take this light out, and I bought some new lights, and let's get to them and show you what they look like, and y'all can tell me what y'all think in the comments. And I'll show y'all the lights. Okay. These are the lights that I got that I'm putting them on, okay? And as you can see, they are a smoked color. And they're supposed to have three different, well, they are. You can see those three different light bars right there. Pretty cool, huh? I like these actually better than I like the other ones that I bought. And remember those other ones I bought? I did a video on them, it was a couple of years ago or so. Yeah, it was a couple of years ago. And I like these better, okay? So, and due to the fact that they're new, and they even feel like they're made of a better material. Them other ones were just so cheap. They just felt really, really cheap. Okay, but these, and like I said, I'll leave a link in the description to let you know how much these lights cost and where you can find them off of Amazon, okay? So I got those two lights in there. And put this over here, okay? And with the package also came a third light, which is the third brake light. And one of the reasons why, because my third brake light, and I'm going to show it to you. Let me bring the camera up so you all can see this other third brake light that I got. And you can see that it is a halogen light, just like the one. See that right there? That's a halogen light, and it wouldn't match these right here. See, these are smoke. The other ones are smoke, and these are not smoke. That matches that, matches that. Okay, so that's, that's the way that is. So as I was saying before being rudely interrupted by myself, I'm gonna show you, that's the third light right there. And this is all LED, and you can see it's also got the, it's blacked out lighting, all right? So it'll match. This is a set, all right? So to match the set in here, it's got the weather stripping that goes on the inside. I'll make sure I definitely put that stuff on there to keep water and stuff out. I wish those had something where you can put, maybe, I don't know, maybe I might be able to put some kind of rubber seal or something around it to keep the water out of it. All right, so we got that there. We'll set that over on there. Oh, and this one. There's no splicing wires. This is all plug and play. Okay, from the original ones, that it's just a plug and play, which is going to make my life a whole lot easier. Okay, so we'll set this over there, and there's the other one that's down there. Let's see, that's the one I showed you is the driver's side, and this one right here, this is the right. Right is always passenger side, but like I say, it's got those 3 light bars. Plus, it's got a reflector. Not a reflector. That's a light over there on that side. Okay, so I think these look pretty nice. I think they really do. I think they look pretty cool. So I'm kind of excited putting them on there. I think it's gonna make it look a whole lot better. I'm not putting any more new lights on it, and I said I wasn't gonna do anything else, but the other one broke. So instead of buying another replacement light for it, I said, hey, you know what? Let me put some new light. And not only that, but these are the ones I got on here now. They're halogen lights. And I kind of like LEDs. I got LEDs in the front and halogens in the back. So I'd rather just have LEDs all the way around it. So I owe y'all 1,000 apologies that while I was recording this with my iPhone, my battery went dead, okay, on my camera. My battery went dead, and so I didn't get the stuff on the inside. I was trying to tell you guys that I couldn't do it a plug and play because when I took the other ones out the first time I changed these lights over, I cut those lines and I had to just wire them each one because I didn't have the plug and play that was on the other ones. But that's what I got now from these right there. And as you can see, the old ones that are still there. And let me get this over this way here. While my battery is still low and it's still charging. Now those are the old ones, all right? And that's the new one, all right? So, I'm not gonna bore y'all through going through this whole process with the other one. So, with the magic of, like they said, cameras, you just snap your fingers like that, and just like that, I got the other side done. Go over and take a look. That's on there. Now what I'm doing is I'm gonna open the door. It's cold outside. I'm gonna open the door, pull it up, turn the lights on and off, and make sure everything's working right. I like them. I think these really look cool. I really like the look of them. I like that straight up and down look. I didn't know all the functions of it. I'm going to show you what the functions. Vehicles lock, so I'm going to unlock them. Okay. Is that cool? Look at that. That is so cool. That's what those lights do. Okay. Let me get in it and turn the brakes on, and I'm gonna hit the signal lights and all that stuff so y'all can see, what's happening here. This is the box that this came in, and you can see, as I said, made in China. A lot of stuff is made in China that a lot of people frown at to say it's cheap stuff. Morimoto is made in China, and they're good lights, and they're very expensive lights. And the price for these lights here versus Morimoto, a set of Morimoto lights, it costs you close to $1,000 for them. I'm not spending that kind of money in this vehicle. I have a 2015, and I just want to just keep it up. I got low mileage on it. I just want to keep it up, and I'm gonna get another one. I'm gonna get myself another truck. I'm gonna get a Raptor. You all know I'm gonna get a Raptor. But I'm really kind of banking like on a not banking, but thinking about it on the F250. Okay, I know a guy here in St. Louis has got a F250 trimmer, and he says he'll never go back to the 150 because the F50 is just a step up, and it's just driving, handling everything. You get that 6.7 liter engine in that thing, and it's just so much, you just got so much more power, and it's just, bigger and whatnot. And so that's what I don't know. But before I get ready to do something, I'm going to make sure that I got great leverage whenever I go to the car dealership. We'll do these videos to show you that you don't have to spend tons of money to make your vehicle looking good. And I don't spend tons of money on this one right here. I really have it. I mean, I would say the biggest thing that I spent, well, let me turn the camera around for a second. So I'm gonna say the most expensive things that I've done to my F-150 is I put new wheels and new tires on it, okay? And I also replaced the bumper in the back. And here, you can see, look at that rust right there. See, I'm gonna take that bumper off, and I'm gonna sand it, prime it, and I'm gonna repaint it. I'm gonna make it look really, really good, okay? But it shouldn't do that. But it didn't cost me a whole lot of money either. Like I said, other than the wheels and tires that I put in here. Now, I had to take that Sync 4 out, and I put a better system in here, which is that one right there, okay? And it sounds good, it really does. So, but other than that, the new front bumper, which I got on there right there, and the grill, the scoop on the hood, a few other things that I've done to it. Oh, the lift, the 3-inch rough country lift that I put on it, all that stuff I did myself. So, I haven't spent a ton of money on it, but especially, I tell you what, in repairs, I've been just keeping the maintenance up on it. My oil, I've changed the oil in it. I've changed it quite a few times. I change my oil every 5,000 miles. I've changed the transmission fluid in it. I've changed the rear diff, and also that front diff that's up in front. I've changed all that, antifreeze, the power steering, everything I've done. All my fluids, I flushed my fluids out, and I put new fluids in everything. And, and I've also put spark plugs in it and coils, new spark plugs and coils. So it's a 3.5 liter engine. And I'll tell you what, I got 115,000 miles on it, and this thing really, really runs great. So, might as well just hold on to it and, and do something when I get ready to do something. But anywho, thank y'all so much for checking out the channel. These are on those lights. But like I say, it doesn't cost you a fortune, guys, please. When people tell you that this is going to cost you this much money and that much money and all that, I tell you what, let me tell y'all something. I want to share something with y'all. Listen, watch out for dealerships. If by any means necessary, if you can keep your car, taking your vehicle to a dealership and to their service department, stay away from them. Find yourself a reputable mechanic, because dealerships will rob you blind. They'll rob you like the mob. They will. They'll rob you like the mob. I had a friend of mine that she just bought this car. She bought a 2000 and I think it's a 2022 or could be a 23 Toyota something. All right, she took it for the free oil change, and they told her, and it was used when she bought it. She got 30,000 miles on it, and they told her, well, our records indicate right now that your tires need to be rotated. No, what they said was, this is what, that too. But what they also told her when she came in to get the oil change, they said your front end is out of alignment. You need a front wheel alignment. And the reason why they told her that is because the oil change was free. So the oil change, she worked that out and got a couple of free oil changes, with the vehicle when she bought it. But they do that so they can make them some money. See, it's not enough for them to bring your car in there and for them to give you that free oil change and then you go on about your business. No, they want to get your money from you. That's why I say stay away from a dealership. My daughter has a Volkswagen Tiguan, and she was at the Bommarito, I call them out, Bommarito service department. And Bommarito told her for a transmission fluid flush, it would be $480-something, okay? I called over Dobbs and I asked Dobbs, I gave her that vehicle. Dobbs said it'll be $280. 4 something, 280. Less than half the price, or just about half of what they said they were charging. Dealerships will rob you blind. And the reason why is because they got a huge overhead. They got a huge overhead, and they got to fill that huge overhead. That's why they get people telling them, oh, well, you know, your vehicle is scheduled for this. It needs this, it needs that, it needs that. You know, just please. I change my own oil, and I keep records of changing my oil all the time. I change my oil at every 5,000 miles. Actually, before I get to 5,000 miles, I change my oil. Before 5,000. A lot of them will tell you, they'll say, oh, well, you know, it'll run 7,000 miles. There's no way I'm running on 7,000 miles on any oil that I put in the car. Back in the day, before they came out with synthetic oil, my daddy had me changing oil every 3,500 miles. We would change them. 3,500. 3,500 miles, we change that oil. So, you know, I say that just to say, y'all, you know, just be on the aware. Watch out for dealerships. And, you know, if there's things you can do yourself, do them yourself. Or find yourself a reputable mechanic. Okay? Now, Jiffy Lubes and stuff like that, stay away from them. Okay? Because half of the people that work at Jiffy Lubes are not even certified mechanics. There are people that they hire, they give them jobs, and they teach them how to change oil. So stay away from that. Anyway, thank y'all. Hit the like buttons, the subscribe buttons, please. Help the channel out. We'll see you next time here on the channel. Y'all be good to one another, and we'll see you next time.